Hello, I'm Priyanka Thirumurthy, and the News Minute is coming to you live right now. And we are going to talk about actor and superstar Rajinikanth's latest statement to his fans and supporters. The actor has said that he has made it extremely clear that he will not be joining politics. And in regard to yesterday's rally, he said that while he is pleased it was done in an orderly fashion, it will not in any way influence his decision. And he said to stop any such further rallies and that this entire exercise is causing him pain. So now the bigger question right now is when Rajinikanth has already said that he will not be entering electoral politics as far as this 2021 assembly elections are concerned. Why are these rallies being held? Who is holding this rally? And what is the force behind it? I have with us Deputy Editor of the News Minute, Pooja Prasanna. Pooja, could you tell us what your sources have said about this rally and what was the force behind it?
Priyanka, between you and me in the last couple of hours, I think since that statement came from the superstar himself, we've spoken to at least half a dozen people who are either a part of the rally or people who've been close to Rajnikant for many years now. Initially, what we were told, if we could just tell our viewers, is that RMM has split into two. There is a group that does not want to still give up their hopes as far as Rajni's political entry is concerned. When we kind of dug deeper, when we spoke to more people after that, what we realized is this was not as spontaneous as many people want others to believe. There was a larger purpose. And the purpose was not just to urge Rajnikant to enter politics, despite him making it amply clear on the 29th of December. What we understand from our sources, and mind you, these are people who've spoken to him very closely before and after his decision, what we are understanding is that the voice, the Rajini voice that is being spoken about so much, this is in a sense to make sure that people know that it is still very relevant. It is for people to understand that Rajinikanth is still a big player, even though he is not entering politics.
So that's right. Actually, just yesterday I was at the rally in Valluvarkottam, and what was told to me by the fans and supporters who were present, as several of them were in fact RMM office bearers, while not at the district secretary level, they were all at the level of perhaps Pagudi Sailalar or like people who handle a particular ward. So what they had said time and again to the News Minute was that like 1996, what will happen is that Rajinikanth just has to give his voice. He just has to point to the person that he wants to lead Tamil Nadu. And they said all supporters, all fans will definitely vote for this person. So this was something that was said over and over again to us at this rally. And of course, I had spoken to Mr. Ramdas, RMM functionary from South Chennai, who was one of the persons instrumental in conducting the rally yesterday. And he too had actually impressed upon us exactly what Pooja had said now. He has said on record that RMM right now, if you look at it, the party or the group, in fact, is split into two. There is one group that is unwilling to give up on the actor and his political pursuit, and the other group which has just decided to accept his decision. Of course, this group is also split in the fact that somebody like Ramdas has been in the party for over 40 years, and these are people who feel that they have not got their due in the party, that they have not been given any powerful positions or any larger responsibilities in the party, and these are people who have spent lakhs of rupees for this particular group for RMM, even when it was just Rajini Mandram before it became Rajini Makkal Mandram, a political outfit, even when it was just a fans association. These are people who have spent a lot of money, and today they want to ask what are they going to get from this entire exercise for the decades that they have spent actually waiting for Rajnikant to enter the political battlefield. So Pooja, you were telling us about how this particular issue is also about Rajnikant projecting his voice, about possibly giving support to one party or to one leader.
Priyanka, we've seen how, ever since I think almost November, December, AIADMK, BJP, and even some leaders from the Congress party have come out and actively sought Rajini's support, saying that he should endorse this party or that party. But there was also this one, section of people who were saying there is way too much being made out of this Rajini voice. He's no longer the kind of game changer many people thought of him to be many years ago. So this rally was in that sense a show of strength to show that Rajnikant, his opinion, which way he will point his fingers at, will actually be a game changer in this election. They go on to quote the numbers in 2019 and 2016 to show that the AIDMK had won by a slim margin at that point in time, and this time around, who Rajinikanth endorses could actually make or break any party's campaign. This is the point that Rajinikanth's fans and some office bearers of RNM too set out to achieve in yesterday's rally, is what we understand. In fact, one person I spoke to went on to say that, Stalin's rally where he was holding a protest against the farm laws, there were so many, as close to 100, MLAs who were present at that location as well, but not more than 2 to 3,000 people came. And here you had over 10,000 people come from all across the state. So they are trying to, show that Rajinikanth is still a very, very important force to reckon with ahead of the elections, and he should not be ignored. But what is also important from what both of us have spoken, has spoken and gathered, Priyanka, is that this was not completely a rebel faction of RMM that actually took this rally forward. There were some people who were close to Rajinikanth, who still are, in fact, who kind of indirectly gave their permission for this rally to be conducted. While outside they have come out and said that this is paying the superstar duty. They say that yesterday he was closely watching it on a social media platform throughout, and some of them have gone as far as saying he was happy with the way it was conducted. Of course, they are referring to how disciplined it was, but that said, they did not see that he was in any which way angry that they defied his orders, so as to speak. So there is some sort of a there is a sentiment in RMM as well that while yes, we have to listen to what Arta Laiva is saying, we still want to make sure that people do not rule him out completely from politics.
Yeah, that's right. Several of the people that we met yesterday, in fact, pointed to the 1996 election where Rajinikanth had spoken against former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. And ultimately, of course, we saw that election, the DMK come to power. So they are claiming that Rajinikanth has that kind of power to sway an election which is expected to be quite close and not supposed to be one-sided. So that is the image that they are trying to portray, that a Rajinikanth can in fact actually make or break this election. And one more thing that several of the RMM office bearers had told us is that some members of RMM are creating problems, while these are people who are in important posts. So they say that tomorrow these people, when they know that Rajinikanth will not form a party, they are bound to leave. But they claim that the fans and actual supporters of the actor will continue to stay. There is also, of course, this very blind hope that he will still, possibly once his health gets better, he will decide to pursue electoral politics again. But we are yet to see. As of now, Rajinikanth has made it quite clear that he is not interested in joining electoral politics, and that his health will not permit it. Thank you so much, Pooja. For now, we will be logging off, and we will be bringing you the latest updates regarding this story. Stay tuned to the News Minute. Good afternoon.